Hello there everyone, welcome back to a brand new show review. Today I'm going to talk about episode 3 of the Creature Commandos. So, alright, let's talk about Creature Commandos. Obviously, the cast include Sean Gunn as G.I. Robot and Weasel, Indira Varma as the Bride, Zoe Chow as Nina Mazursky, Frank Grillo as Rick Flag Sr., Ellen Tudyk as Dr. Phosphorus, Viola Davis as Amanda Waller. I mean, she's mentioned in the episode, I think. So, there we go. Alright, this episode is actually about G.I. Robot. So, G.I. Robot, the robotic member of Easy Company, voiced by Sean Gunn, he was designed to kill Nazi soldiers and their associates. So there we go. Very interesting, right? The episode titled Cheers to the Tin Man focuses on the origin story of G.I. Robot. It delves into his time during World War II, where he was a Nazi killing machine and also helped Easy Company with obviously Sergeant Rock and obviously the other ones. So there we go. Post-war, he struggles to find a purpose and ends up being sold to a neo-Nazi whom he kills, which is kind of interesting. This character is voiced by Michael Rooker, aka Yondu from the Guardians of the Galaxy films. And the thing was, I already had this, suspicious feeling because he was a collector, right? So there we go. And in the episode, it gets explained that he likes to collect World War II stuff. I said, well, okay, that works, right? But then slowly figuring it out, there we go, alright, that he was actually a socialist, a neo-Nazi. He obviously got killed thanks to G.I. Robot. So I guess there were other characters in that meeting that had specific like markings on their neck or hands or arms, which indicate they were actually from the socialist group, which, a bit of politics thrown in there, very interesting. So like I said, he struggles to find a purpose and ends up being sold to a neo-Nazi who he kills, obviously, whom he kills. The episode also features a battle to protect Princess Ilana Rostovik from Cersei and her followers, aka the Sons of Themyscira. This episode adds depth to G.I. Robot's character and ties to his story and other stories of the DC characters like Sergeant Rock, there we go, and the Metal Man. Sergeant Rock is obviously his commander during the Second World War, and the Metal Man are actually these characters designed by this specific professor, I guess, who actually buys G.I. robots after the Second World War, which is kind of interesting. He's not really a bad guy, but there we go. And the professor is called William Magnus, which is interesting. He has this British accent, and I think, I'm not quite sure, but he had a little suspicious feeling that, when G.I. Robot asks if he was a Nazi, he looked weird, and, maybe he could be, maybe he couldn't be. I don't think he will be, but obviously, or is. But he makes a Metal Man. These are, I guess, robots designed from like a specific element of the periodic table. I'm not quite sure, I'm not really delved into their story. So there we go. It also introduces the concept of Task Force M, where we see different cameos from, I think, Metamorpho, the guy with the dinosaur head, a team of Black Ops monsters, which could significant implications for future storylines. Like I said, this is obviously about Creature Commandos. So G.I. Robot is actually this origin story of how G.I. Robot was actually, I guess, sentenced to death, or not really to death, but still to this Task Force M. So very interesting. Obviously, it also features some other characters like Weasel, a member of Task Force M who attacks Cersei to save Ilana Rostovik. Dr. Phosphorus, another member of Task Force M who burns Cersei's face, which is really interesting. And the Bride, a member of Task Force M, played by Indira Varma. Alright, Nina Mazursky was also trapped in the second episode, together with the Bride. She was actually locked up by some, Sons of Themyscira. So there we go. Alright, so we also have Rick Flag Sr., the leader of Task Force M, and we have Cersei, the Amazonian sorceress and antagonist of the episode. So very interesting. Cersei gets her ass beat, and it's very interesting because it follows up, like I said, with the second episode, but we get more, backstory with GI Robot, and I hopefully we'll get some more backstory from the other characters. We've already seen like the Bride's backstory with Victor Frankenstein and what's his name, like Frank Frankenstein or whatever, or Victor Frankenstein. Anyway, the professor and the creature itself, that's those two characters. That the doctor actually abused her, and we got to see that in the previous episode. But yes, in this episode we also have two great songs, two great needle drops. Obviously we have Coin Operated Boy, which is this fantastic whimsical song that actually really characterized G.I. Robot as a character, obviously.
Coin operated boy sitting on the shelf, he is just a toy.
I really like that song. It was very, very nice, and it also linked up or synced up with the visuals that we saw for the animation. I guess we saw different different parts of the song actually be used for like the different cutting of the animation, if that makes sense. Like the song synced up with the things that we saw, right? I think that was really interesting to see. And we also had oh boy, this other song. I need to look up that song because I forgot. Yeah, we also have that song called The Feeling You Bring, which is fantastic. When I heard that song, I was literally like this in my room after the episode ended. Beautiful, beautiful. That episode was fantastic.
Cause when the music starts, we all get together and we dance and sing and love one another. It's a gorgeous thing, the feeling you bring. Freedom is finally mine.
But yeah, like I said, I really like the Creature Commandos show. It's really entertaining. It's James Gunn being himself. He makes some awesome stories, and I'm really excited to see the next episode. So right, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will check you later. Goodbye, everyone.